All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shark Tank, where the Meramec Sharks are taking on the St. Louis Rockets 10U A3 team, and the face-off goes to Meramec. The Rockets stubbing into the zone. Boschert chasing after it. Puck in the corner. Boschert sends it back in. Brown chasing after it. We got the field, and it looks like O'Donnell here on offense. I meant defense, sorry about that. Boschert takes a shot, deflected off the goalie. The field with the puck. Now Hansen. Hansen sends it across the net. O'Donnell. Must be icing on the play there against the Rockets. It's going to send the puck to the other side of the ice with 10:33 left in the first period. Face off. Back to Meramec, but the Rockets kick it back into the neutral zone. Meramec collects it back in their own zone. Rockets deflect it, keep it in. Now O'Donnell fighting. He's behind the net. He passes it out to Sullivan. Sullivan with the shot! And it's covered by the goalie. Saved and covered by the goalie for Meramec. Good shift for the Rockets. Looks like Salmons and O'Hara coming in on defense. Sullivan, O'Donnell, and Ing in on offense. O'Donnell face-off goes into the right corner. Now Meramec skates into the neutral zone. Salmons barely gets a stick on it, but slows them down just a little bit. They center, but can't quite connect on a shot. Now the Rockets advancing back into the neutral zone, but they get stopped in the middle, and Meramec sends it back into the zone with a shot. Saved by Watson. Salmons flips it off the boards. Pass over through the neutral zone to Repa. A little ahead of him though, and he couldn't quite get there. Now Salmons picks it up in the corner. Puck leaves into the neutral zone. Now Meramec back through the neutral zone. Shot somewhat deflected in front by the Rockets. Now the Rockets getting out of the zone. They've got it to DeBro. He's skating out through the neutral zone. And a shot. And deflected by the goalie. Brown comes in fast, keeps it in the zone, chasing after the puck in the corner. Puck center around the field there. He sends it back on net. Oh, right in front of the net, where Brown gets a shot. DeBro might have just got himself a penalty here. Getting a little physical in front of the net unnecessarily. And they are sending him to the box for a minute and a half. It's going to give the Meramec Sharks a power play with 7:59 left in the first period. Refs given instruction to not be messing around in front of the net like that. Now the Rockets in a penalty kill here. They're able to get it into the neutral zone right off the face-off. And heading back the other way, Boschert centers it, but Brown can't quite get there in enough time, but DeField's there. He sends it back towards the net. DeField sends it towards the net again, or at least sends it south. It's a little deeper. Meramec trying to advance it up. Boschert, nope. DeField with the puck. He reverses direction, sends it, in front of the net to Malin Smith. And then JoJo Watson covers with 7:12 left in the period and 44 seconds left of the penalty kill. Face off, won by Meramec. They try to shoot it, deflected out in front by Hansen. Hansen skating the other way. He's got some room. He tries to center it up to Repa, but can't quite get there. English in on defense. English and Salmons. Repa and Hansen in on this penalty kill right now. They're in front of the net. Centered by Repa and then shot by Hansen's, deflected out in front. Covered by Meramec. Being on a penalty kill, that was a good advancement of the puck there. Good opportunity for the Rockets. Hansen on the draw. Again, Salmons, English in on defense, and Repa on the wing. 19 seconds left in the power play. Face-off controlled and then sent to the Rockets. Salmon sends it back deep into the zone. Meramec behind the net. Repa's battling. Trying to keep it down south. Keep it deep. Now Meramec. Center pass. Penalty power play is over. Full strength for the Rockets now. Now through the neutral zone. Rockets go for a line change while Meramec picks it up behind the net. They send it up to their winger who misses it. It's going to be an icing on Meramec. Icing called with 6:03 left in the first period. Let's get that mic a little closer to my face to see if that makes it sound better. Our last game was a little bit of a doozy. O'Donnell on the faceoff controls it. He sends it back to O'Hara at the point, who sends it back over to DeField. DeField tries to send it a little deeper, but kind of gets stuck in front by Meramec. Meramec now gets into the neutral zone. Now Sullivan loses control of the puck for a second, but gains control. He's looking for somebody to outlet it to. He sends it back to the point. O'Hara's right there. O'Hara sends it back deep to O'Donnell. O'Donnell skates after. He's going to get a shot, but it's back to Sullivan behind the net. Sullivan loses an edge or something, falls down. And now heading back the other way, DeField contains it, keeps it in the zone. And now Ing skates up. And now O'Donnell shot. Deflected in front, and then another shot, which is also deflected. Now O'Hara steps up and takes a big shot, but it doesn't go anywhere. It gets stuck right in front by Meramec. Battle in the corner, but Meramec comes out with it, sends it into the neutral zone, where DeField picks it up DeField back into the Rockets zone, sends it up into the neutral zone again. O'Donnell over to DeBro shot. Oh my, it goes. You thought that was going to get through for a second. The goalie didn't quite see it, but it's still deflected. Good save by the Meramec goalie here. Back to Malin Smith at the point. Oh boy, he sends it over. It's intercepted. And Rockets are going to be offsides now, trying to send it back into the zone. That's going to bring in Brown, DeBro, English, Sedlacek, and Malin Smith. Face-off, 1 to Malin Smith. He tries to send it up. Meramec steps on it just a little bit. No penalty on that Malin Smith hip check. Brown scoots up, makes sure that the Meramec Sharks don't get a hold of that. Now English sends it into the neutral zone. It's going deep into the corner now. Meramec picks it up, sends it around the boards. Repa tries to send it somewhere, but then Sedlacek in front of the net, or not right in front of the net, but towards more of the circle, takes a shot, deflected out in front. Battle in the corner, Rockets trying to come out with it, but it looks like Meramec does. Oh, and then English sends it back off sides. So we have face-off right outside the zone with 3:33 left in the first period here with the Rockets versus Meramec Sharks. 0-0 game. Brown comes in. Malin Smith's doing a little dance into the music that I'm going to get demonetized for. Brown and Repa in. Repa loses an edge there. Meramec right in front of the net. They get a shot, bounces a couple times off Watson, but then he covers. 3:07 left in the first. Face-off controlled, won by the Rockets. They send it to the neutral zone. Hansen's after it. Hansen with a shot. Goalie deflects it to the right with his stick. Brown right in front of the net. Salmon steps up, sends it back deep into the zone. Back to the point to field there, sends it back deep. Goes in front of the net. Hansen's chasing after it. Shot wide left. Now the Rockets into the neutral zone. They lose it to Meramec. Back to the Rockets, back to Meramec. Now shot. Shot was by Boschert. Oh, wow. And then another shot from the point. That gets through for a goal for DeField. That's going to give the Rockets here a goal with 1:52 left in the first period. They shot it from the point. Goalie didn't see it coming, and it squeaked right through. Malin Smith and O'Donnell in on defense. No, I'm sorry, that's O'Hara on defense. O'Donnell's on offense. O'Donnell skates it through the zone. O'Hara skates it through the zone. O'Hara's going fast now. He's center pass. Ing can't quite get there now. O'Donnell deflected out in front, and then Sedlacek takes a shot that gets deflected out in front. Now Sedlacek again. And it's covered by the Meramec goalie. Shot from O'Hara ends up wide right. Now Meramec sends it into the neutral zone. We got one-on-one here. O'Hara, then a shot. The Rockets trying to clear it back into the neutral zone. Battle right by the blue line, but the Meramec Sharks send it deep. Now Malin Smith picks it up. Now O'Donnell. He loses it, and Meramec's heading back the other way. Puck hit from O'Hara back into the neutral zone. It's going to give the Rockets a chance to get a line change here. And now Meramec into the neutral zone. They're skating fast. The Rockets shut it down, but then there's a shot. It's bouncing all over the place. Watson makes sure it doesn't go in. Rockets in the corner again. Now Repa gets it into the neutral zone. Sullivan battling around, does a spin move like a football spin move and gets out of the way. Repa, and that's going to end the period today. The Rockets have 11 shots on net compared to Meramec's 3 shots today. Doing a good job. They just got to keep it up, make sure we get some good saves. Starting off the second period here, Brown takes the face-off. He sends it back to Repa. Repa sends it through the neutral zone into the zone of Meramec. He gets tripped, but no call there by either ref. Now Meramec with the puck. They try to send it to the winger, but then DeField ends up with it here in the neutral zone and sends it back into the zone of Meramec. Brown chasing after it. Repa. No penalty on that. I don't know what is going on there. DeField from the point whiffs on it. Misses it again. Bosher tries to send it deep. There's a battle there. They're keeping it in the zone though. And now Repa comes out with it. He's got somebody that centers Brown. They can't quite connect. Both Meramec guys. Now English at the point. He steps up, sends one high. It bounces around, deflected out in front. Now the Rockets still keeping it deep in the zone. Meramec with control of the puck though. Repa's battling in the corners. Back to the point for DeField. DeField rips a shot. It's deflected a little bit in front by Brown, but goes wide right. Now a center pass by Repa. No, that wasn't Repa. That was Bosher. Now Brown. Brown skates. Oh, he gets tripped for sure, and that's a penalty. They're going to call that one. And it's going to be tripping. It's going to send Meramec to the bench or to the penalty box to give the Rockets a power play with 10:29 left in the second period. Face-off will be inside of Meramec's zone. Shot ends up left, bounces off the net. Back to the field at the point. He sends it over to O'Hara. O'Hara skates up. He tries to center to Ing, but gets intercepted by Meramec. Back to O'Hara. O'Hara sends it over to DeField. DeField shot fast, and it's deflected by the goalie and sent to the left of the boards. Rockets still have it. Try to center it, but there's 3 Meramec Sharks on the way. DeField tries to send it deep, but gets hit, sends it right into a laid down Meramec Shark. Rockets still keeping it deep. Center pass, but then Meramec hits it and sends it across the ice. That's no icing. DeField picks it up. He sends it up the boards. Meramec's right there. DeBro sends it over to Hansen. The Rockets able to keep the zone. They send it deep again. Settle a check looking. Now Salmons keeps it, passes it up. Oh, settle a check's way offsides. Malin Smith, Salmon's in on defense. We got a new line for the offense. Brown comes in at center. Boschert on the right wing and Repa on the left wing. And the draw is won by, it was really, Brown won it, but they couldn't quite get back to it. It sends it back into the Rockets zone. Malin Smith picks it up behind the net. Malin Smith sends it up to Brown. Back to the point, who sends it deep again. Salmon's behind the net. Salmons passes it up to Boschert. Boschert tries to send it into the zone, but Meramec's right there to send it deep again. Now Boschert. The Rockets trying to get control of it to get it out of the zone. It's now Salmons. And now the Rockets send it into the neutral zone. Boschert skates past 2 guys. He's got it all by himself. He gets no call there. Don't know what happened. Puck's in front of the net. He tries to get a shot, but can't. Now heading back the other way. Malin Smith steps up and keeps it inside the zone. Now back into the neutral zone. And that's offsides on the Rockets. 7:49 left in the second period. 3 shots on net for Meramec, 12 shots on net for the Rockets. English DeField coming in on defense. Sullivan, O'Donnell, and Ing on offense. Face-off sent back deep into the zone. O'Donnell's trying to get through. Now Ing, she sends it up. O'Donnell now. And then back to English. English does a little shot that sends it deep into the corner. But Meramec picks it up. Shark, the Rockets after them. Ing sends it back deep again. English rushing over to pinch. Does so. Wow. And then Ing gets a skate on it and keeps it in the zone. Now Meramec, though, sends it into the neutral zone. DeField. DeField battles through but can't control the puck. Now Meramec the other way. English. No, that's not a trip. That's not a trip. They call a trip on English, but he just had his skate out in front and the Meramec Shark fell down. I don't think that was a trip, but anybody can correct me if they want to. They're going to give the tripping. the tripping call to English here. The Rockets are going to... Rockets now on a penalty kill. English with the penalty, the tripping call. He put his stick in front of the guy and he fell down. The Rockets control the face-off. Meramec contains the zone, sends it deep. Salmons deflects in front. He sends it up. The field. Meramec point. Meramec at the point, sends it over to their winger, who can't get a control of the puck there. Now the Rockets send it back into the neutral zone. To Field skating fast. The Field looking for somebody to give it to. All he needs to do is waste some time here, though. Now Meramec heads back the other way. And then DeField picks it up. He sends it up to Brown, who loses it. DeField looking to center it. Rockets send it back into the zone again. DeField centers to O'Donnell, who gets a stick on it, but it goes wide left. Rockets looking for a line change. DeBro in now. 22 seconds left before the power play is over, or the penalty kill. Salmon sends it into the zone, the neutral zone that is. And now Hansen sends it deep. 6 seconds left in the penalty kill. And the penalty's over, full strength. O'Hara sends it towards the net, deflects in front, and then off the goalie. Centered. O'Hara shot high, a little high and right. The Rockets lose the zone. Meramec's chasing the other way. O'Hara's rushing, gets a stick on it. Great back check by O'Hara. And now Hansen with it. Rockets trying to get it out of the zone again. And they do so. And back into the neutral zone. DeBro now. Settle a check. Can't quite keep it inside the blue line. Now Meramec chasing the other way into the Rockets zone. They send it towards the center, but English is right there to keep it. English had his eyes wide open there with a breakaway. Now back to Meramec, they shoot. And Watson saves and covers. Face-off controlled by the Rockets to Salmons. Salmons sends it up the boards. Meramec point, sends it deep, but deflected out in front by English. Salmons after it. He passes it up to Sullivan, who Sullivan sends it into the neutral zone. And it's going to be an icing on the Rockets here. He really was trying to pass it. 3:45 left in the second period. Face off Meramec, they get an immediate shot. English behind the net, he's battling for it. Looks like Meramec Shark kind of lost an edge and ends up into the boards for a little. Coach goes out to check him out. Meramec player heads off of the bench. Rockets now full strength versus the Meramec Sharks. Watson's ready to go. Face off one back to English. English flips it up to Ing. Ing can't quite get it out into the neutral zone. Salmons with a stick on the puck there. Salmons again. Keeps it from going towards the net. Now English in the corner. He sends it up to Ing. Back to the point for the Meramec Sharks. Right in front of the net they are. Salmons gets a stick on it. Centered by Meramec, but no go. Again, sent behind the net for Meramec. Now English sends it up the side of the boards, loses the edge. Meramec from the point, wide right. Now Salmons. Salmons sends it around, but it ends up back at the point. Rockets get it into the neutral zone finally. Now they're skating up. It's Sullivan. He's tripped, and they're going to call that one. It's going to be a trip on Meramec Sharks with 2:23 left in the second period. 12 shots on net for the Rockets, 5 shots on net for Meramec. 2:23 left in the period. Face off controlled by the Rockets, sent back to Malin Smith. He rips one hard, high stick right in front. Don't know. I think they called it a high stick. I don't know. It looked like his stick was in the air when he slap shot with that. Not sure what's... All right, here we go again. I don't know what happened there. 4-on-5, Rockets power play. Face-off ends up in Meramec's hands, but Rockets get control back of it really quick. Now Repa sends it around the boards. Brown chasing after it. Takes a bad bounce. DeField keeps it in, sends it towards the net. They send it behind the net. Brown's right there. He sends it up around the boards to DeField. Again, takes a bad bounce. Malin Smith's shot ends up getting deflected or wide right. Not sure which happened there. Didn't see it. Oh, DeField smashes it in, back in towards the zone, but Meramec's right there to block it, and then they head back the other way. 41 seconds left in the power play. DeField by himself more or less. So he's got 2 people in front of the net. He shoots it, and it's deflected off of the goalie, and there was 2 Rockets there, but they couldn't connect. It ends up back to Malin Smith. He sends it around. Down Meramec cycles this puck in front of their net, sends it into the neutral zone. They're skating fast. He goes through 2 Rockets in a shot and gets a goal. That was a little bit of laziness by the Rockets there. Not sure what was going on. But Meramec gets a goal out of it. With 56 seconds left in the period, Meramec comes out with a goal. Now English gets a stick on it, keeps that from going deeper. Back into the neutral zone. DeBro chasing after it. Hansen just quite get a hold of it. English again. English loses control of the puck. And then O'Hara blasts through and gets the puck, and then Meramec at the center sends it up. Brown stops it. Then English sends it deep again. Now Hansen behind the net. He's looking for somebody to center it to, but nobody was there. Now we got 3 Rockets all in the corner, but nobody in front of the net. O'Hara, big shot, gets deflected out in front. English on the puck. And that's going to end the second period. All tied up 1-1 as we enter the third period. We'll have a tie game. We'll see how everybody does. Now the Rockets pick it up. They're trying to get it out of their zone. Meramec's fighting, but then they lose the zone. Sullivan now with the puck. Sullivan skates up, shot, and it's deflected left off of the pad of the goalie. Now Meramec's heading back the other way. They send it to the neutral zone across the ice. English is right there. He stops it and sends it back into the neutral zone. Meramec picks it up. Oh, get back on sides, and they do. Now Boschert. And covered by Meramec goalie. 10:39 left in the third period. Sam is DeField in on defense. Meramec sends it into the zone, but DeBro's right there. Now DeField. DeField shot. Deflected out in front. Oh, DeBro almost had a shot right there. He did get a shot. It gets deflected off the off the save from the goalie. No icing. Salmon's able to get control of the puck. He sends it up to Repa. Repa sends it through the neutral zone. He's looking to pass it. He does. He sends it up to DeBro, but there was a Meramec shark right there, so DeBro couldn't really get a hold of it. Now Meramec heading the other way. Shot from Meramec after they skated around a couple guys. Deflected by Watson. Now Rockets are headed back the other way. Pass from Repa to Hansen, back to Repa. Rockets have some numbers here, but now it's now that's been eliminated. They're looking to center pass. They do. They get another shot deflected off the pad of the goalie. Oh, they're gonna call that? It was kind of a trip, or I mean not a trip, but it kind of fell on top of each other. But it looks like DeBro's gonna get a penalty here. Or roughing, boarding, not sure what he's calling here. Either way, he did fall against the boards. It didn't look very safe, but that's all right. I don't think it was intentional. Now, Rockets on a penalty kill. Watson covers off the face-off. 9:13 left in the period. 1:28 left in the penalty kill. Rockets with 17 shots on net to 7 shots on net for Meramec. Meramec tries to control the face-off, but doesn't. Now O'Donnell, him and Ing are advancing up. He slows it down a little bit. Ing puts some body into it. Rockets keeping it in the zone. Now O'Donnell. And they lose the zone. Then everybody gets back on sides, sent back in again. Good stick by O'Hara to keep it from advancing into a breakaway. Now Meramec with the puck. They advance it up to their winger. O'Hara's right there though, sends it deep again. 31 seconds left in the power play. Meramec to Malin Smith. Malin Smith sends it deep again. Meramec behind their net. Tries to send it around the boards, but can't get a hold of it. Now they still can't get a hold of it. Now Brown's got eyes wide open. He's got it right in front of the net, then loses it. Now Meramec heads back through the neutral zone. O'Hara right there. Malin Smith over to play some D. They center it right in front of the net. Glove save by Watson, amazing, but he can't quite hold on to it. They send the puck out to the boards though, and Rockets get control of it and send it back the other way. Now it's O'Hara. Backhand shot, score! What a exchange of plays right there. Watson with an excellent save. O'Hara picks it up, skates all the way to the other side of the ice, and gets a shot. Great job, Rockets. That's going to bring the Rockets up 2-1 against the Meramec Sharks with 7:25 left in the third period. Face off at center ice. Boschert, Brown, Sullivan, English, and DeField on the ice. Controlled by the Rockets, then sent back around to Meramec. Now DeField in the neutral zone. Little kick by Boschert since he lost his stick. Now DeField in the corner. DeField sends it around, takes a weird bounce. The Rockets just want it into the neutral zone. They want it out of the zone. English sends it that way and does get it out. Now Meramec chasing after it. DeBro right in front of the net, shot! Glove saved by Meramec. job by the Rockets there. And Rockets control the face-off. The field does a little backhand. Ends up to Repa. Repa shoots, and it ends up wide right, but there was all kinds of net there to shoot on. The field holds the zone, but then Meramec gets back control of it. Battle in the neutral zone, right around the red line. Rockets trying to get it back the other way, and DeField comes out away with it. He's got a one-on-one. Skates around that guy. Holds it up and tries to get a shot, but can't do it. Now DeBros trying to get through there. Now there's 3 Rockets in the corner. There's Brown. Nope, DeBros, sorry. Back to English, back to DeField. DeField sends it. And DeBros right there to get the garbage goal. And another goal for DeBro, or at least a goal for DeBro. He was right there to pick up the change or the garbage, however you want to look at it. Great job, Rockets. It's going to bring the Rockets up 3-1 with 5:56 left in the period. As you can see, those shots on net are starting to add up. 20 shots on net. You can't have less shots and win the game most often. Now English sends it towards the boards. Meramec right there. O'Donnell. Shot bounced off the post. Salmon's battling it, sends it up the boards. Shot, deflected out in front. Oh, Rockets try to send it across the middle to DeField, but can't quite get there. Now DeField picks it up on his own. He advances it past to O'Hara, but now back to O'Hara. Battle in front. Now Salmon's over there. Salmon sends it, tries to send it deep, but only gets it a little bit of distance, and then they lose the zone. Malin Smith picks up the puck in the Rockets zone, skates up, tries to flip it, can't do it. Now Salmon's in the corner. Salmon's and O'Donnell battling in the corner. Now the Rockets in the neutral zone again. Meramec reverses direction though. Now they got a little bit of a fast break, but that's slowed down by the Rockets. They send it back behind the net. Malin Smith right there. He picks it up, sends it back across the other way. Now Hansen. Salmon's going into the corner. Center pass. Wow, that was a weird exchange. A center pass, he kind of botched on it a little bit and then shot it again, and it went over the top of Watson's stick for a Meramec goal with 4:12 left in the third. DeBro on the face-off here. He wins it to Brown. Brown over to Sullivan. Sullivan back to Brown. Brown sends it back to Sullivan. Sullivan tries to center it back to Brown, but they can't connect for that 4th time. Now they keep it in the zone. Brown dives and keeps it in the zone. Good job, Brown. Now Meramec. Rockets keep it in. English shoots it. Bounces in front, deflected by the goalie. Meramec can control the puck in the corner, trying to get it out of their zone. They send it up. Rockets keep it in, and then now they lose it. DeField picks it up. DeField's heading the other way. Skating fast. He's got a lot of speed. He goes around 3 guys. Now he's got a guy in the middle. DeBro shoots. Wow! What a pass and what a shot! That was great. That was a really good shot. A really good pass by DeField. A good shot by DeBro. That's going to give, I know he's got 2 now. He might have 3. Kind of lost track. All right, 3:15 left in the third period. Boschert lost his mouthpiece, I think. He's at center. Repa on the wing. Now Malin Smith on defense. He tries to flip it up but loses control of it. It's O'Hara and Malin Smith on defense. Meramec right in front of the net. Malin Smith gets it though. Now back to the point for Meramec. They try to send it back deep. It's deflected out in front by Repa. Repa sends it past into the neutral zone. He's skating. Can't quite get control of it there. And Sedlacek comes in. Rockets just trying to get it back into the other side of the zone. Now it's a game of keeping that puck on the other side of the ice so that we can win this game. And it's offsides on the Rockets. 2:37 left in the third period. Again, Rockets up 4-2. Face off Boschert. And Boschert comes away with it himself. Sends it deep. Repa sends it deep into the corner. Dabro right there behind the net. Slows down the Meramec player who sends it up to the winger. Boschert. Now Malin Smith loses the blue line off of a quick advance of the puck. O'Hara there. O'Hara circles behind the net. He's looking to give it to somebody. He sends it up the boards to Repa. Then Meramec loses the zone. It's Repa and Boschert now. They get held up, and then the puck's sent into the zone. O'Hara now with it. Shot by DeBro. Deflected. Up to Malin Smith at the point. He sends it deep. Oh, my camera's messing up. He sends it deep. Shot goes wide left, goes around the edge. The Rockets battling in the corner. Now, Meramec's heading the other way. They got a break. Saved by Watson. And sent into the neutral zone. The Rockets chasing after it, no icing. Hansen in the corner. He's looking to give it to somebody. O'Donnell looking to center to Ing, but then it can't get there, so Ing goes after the puck in the corner. Now Hansen. 51 seconds left in the game. English tries to send it deep, gets deflected, then takes it himself. Shot. Ends up wide right after a deflection in front of the net. Hansen again sends it back to Salmons. Oh, Salmons loses it. Great play by English. English advancing it himself now, past through the neutral zone, past the blue line. And Solon picks it up. He's got a shot right in front of the net. Hansen's right there too. And I think Hansen follows up his own goal and gets a shot. Or I'm sorry, Sullivan follows up and gets the shot. It was Hansen or Sullivan, either one, but Rockets get another goal there to take it up to 5-2 with 18 seconds left in the game. One more face-off here probably. Boschert takes it and advances it himself. And offsides on the Rockets. Face-off won by Meramec into the neutral zone. Two seconds. And that'll end the game with a Rockets win here to Saturday night. 5-2 win for the Rockets. 11 shots on net for Meramec. 22 shots on net for the Rockets. And that's how you win a game, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining me. If anybody's interested in a Parkway Central B-League game, I'll be streaming live tonight at 9:50 p.m. See you then.